Those scalawags over at Sportsbet have released a new social media campaign, this time having a dig at the World Cup's controversial video assistant referee (VAR) system. It imagines VAR as a bloke at a couple's engagement party, forced to tell the truth on awkward moments. It's the work of Sportsbet's own in-house creative team and, like many of the brand's previous efforts, plays for laughs over acting ability. Meanwhile, check for a cameo by ex-Socceroo star Brett Merton towards the end. Sign in with LinkedIn ad campaigns. Sportsbet. The delightful Lisa Sheehan straps into B. The racism cloud again hangs over Seven's HQ. Well, it may just be a normal cloud such as B. Why waste $6 reading crappy women's gossip magazines when B. exhausted from having to pretend to be remotely interested in the World Cup? Best on your best poker face for this. There weren't too many highlights for Australian soccer fans during the World Cup, so let's all embrace this disaster. CrownBet is looking for a new name, although B. Why read TV week when B. it doesn't include your horoscopes? However, we leave a roll of peppermint lifesavers on the B. This ad for Taco Bell taco fries is so good you'll get dangerously elevated cholesterol levels just watching it. We'd have thought the premise of any TV program was to get as many people to watch, so not sure what's going on here. We have few rules here at B. Ida and possibly Ian Huey Hewitson. It's some great new work from 72 and Sunny. However, that's not to infer you need watch it in your swimming trunks. 10 set to take the fight to rivals via a new marketing campaign and, sadly, not via express post bags of dog species. We were thinking of introducing a strict code relating to offensive language here at B. The U bore colleagues by stating each sentence with, "I just read a study that said." Infuriate them further here. Optus has extended its partnership with Ogilvy, although, thankfully, everyone politely avoided any World Cup chat. ABC chairman says he wants to modernize the broadcaster, however, Costa Georgiades' beard not under threat of review. Proof B. Fear not, it still extends to Love Island. Guyana has given its gender stereotype guidance I dust. However, it's a little more flugelhorn than cornet, if truth be told. Nova has a nifty new thingamajig that's guaranteed to bring niftiness to your thingamies. The list of Australia's top news sites is in, yet, oddly, no sign of B. Steggles set to donate money for every roast cooked. Excellent news for charities, possibly less so for the chickens. Sydney content marketing agency Storyation has been named a finalist for Global Content Marketing Agency of the Year in the Content Marketing Association Awards in the US. The only Australian agency on the short list, Storyation was founded by two former Fairfax media executives Lauren Quaintance, Right in Photo, and Mimi Cullen, Left, and its clients include tourism, even with the addition of the word patchy in the headline. B. This article can be markedly improved by retweaking Aretha Franklin's hit "Two Sisters Are Doing It for Marcel." Or not. Jadon Social has been awarded the tender to handle integrated marketing for the NSW School Spectacular. The agreement will see Jadon Social manage marketing, media, digital and social across the 2018 to 2020 productions of School Spectacular, held at Cados Bank Arena in November. Jadon Social underwent a competitive pitch to secure the account. In digital transformation business, APD has announced the appointment of Chris Butterworth as its Australian head of digital product and strategy. Based in Melbourne, Butterworth, pictured above, will be responsible for building on APD's owned media team, growing its range of services and developing cross-channel products. Butterworth joins APD from Reprise Digital, where he was most. There can be no denying this person's credentials. As in his work history, not his ability to assemble a croquembouche. Origin, Wimbledon, World Cup. It was an orgy of sport last night. Okay, maybe not orgy, but definitely naked twister. Megan Elliott joins Zenith Brisbane, although apparently has no opinion on Billy Slater winning the Wally Lewis medal. Gender diversity is the industry hot topic at the moment, so this article's got a real spicy vindaloo feel about it. Customer engagement agency Apparent has promoted Michelle Turkini and Simon Bloomfield to the newly created roles of joint creative directors, following strong business growth. Over the past 12 months, the independent Sydney agency has increased its staff to more than 60 people and moved into larger offices off the back of new and organic business. When will these people learn? Targus Australia New Zealand has today unveiled its first ever out-of-home media campaign to show off the brand's fresh look and reinvigorated proposition. Showcasing how Targus connects people and technology, the campaign has been developed by the local arm of international independent brand design agency Someone, alongside a media strategy developed in collaboration with Sydney-based agency. This whole saga could be turned into a movie, with Asher Keddy playing the role of Rebel. Last year, Bedshed commissioned a nationwide survey asking people right across the country what they get up to in the privacy of their bedrooms. It then gathered all the personal revelations together into a report, and now they're sharing those details with everyone in Australia. The bedroom report reveals everything from our favorite sleeping positions. Awards school unveils 8 super jurors after the 9th juror unfortunately proved a bit of a mediocre juror. Programmatic advertising player MediaMath has announced an integrated set of initiatives designed to advance the next-generation architecture for digital marketing. The company is unveiling a range of investments in technology, people and relationships, as well as $225 million in new financing, to accelerate its mission to connect marketers with consumers in a manner that, co-working space company Christie Spaces has announced the appointment of the Wired agency as its new digital marketing agency in Australia. Tasked with maximizing campaign performance through their trademarked hyper-segmentation and hyper-optimization techniques, the Wired agency will be leading search advertising, display advertising, and SEO for Christie's Spaces. The company exists to provide a space, Kate Milligan said, to direct business in a sort of group style after being made PhD's Group Business Director. In sad news, Aussie TV veteran and former Nine CEO Sam Chisholm has passed away at the age of 78. This story has everything: a vicious war of words, references to fruit. Clem's Sydney has a new head of CX. And by CX, we mean customer experience and not a capricious xylophone. There's big news out of Havas this morning, and that's despite Ever wondered what a swath of new appointments actually tallies to? Well, the answer may or may not lie within. This wonderful spoof government ad is only bettered in the knowledge that your tax dollars weren't wasted in making it. Property website realestate.com.au has launched a video series showcasing the trials and tribulations of an epic demolition and transformation by interior stylist and well-known Instagrammer Catherine Hegarty. The Hegarty family bulldozed their quaint weatherboard in Sydney to make way for a duplex, which will be the focus of the 2 in 12 series, This new Apple ad comes with a decidedly dark twist. Even darker if you've forgotten to pay the electricity bill. We'd like to say sling. Again, 11 has worked with alcohol delivery service Jimmy Brings and Spotify to launch 3 limited edition wines that marry perfectly with music. The song Melior Edition range features an Australian sparkling, Sauvignon Blanc and Reserve Shiraz, each paired with a Spotify playlist accessible via a code on the label. Wine lovers can simply scan the code. One need only smell our editor's breath this morning to know of Not only did just kidding. Interpublic Group's 303 Mullen-Lau has announced the appointment of Western Australian creatives Melita Masters and Bianca Galan-Dwyer to its team. Masters, pictured above, left, and Galan-Dwyer, pictured above, right, joined forces in 2016 at the brand agency, quickly establishing themselves as a first-rate creative duo with their multi-award-winning campaign, Let's Thursday Like We Friday. For the first, France makes it through to the World Cup final. It's Bastille Day on Saturday. Sacre Bleu. We'd never tolerate violence at Fear ranked as the #1 presentation killer. Nathan Rogers set to purchase new Ramsden sextant and protractor after being named White Gray's head of strategy. Ultra Tuna shock omission as a panel of Aussie judges choose their favourite campaigns of 2018 thus far. We once skied Mount Hotham. Well, ran into lots of its trees. As in agency, not some sleazy Lothario offering to buy drinks. Some of Sydney's top senior marketers have banded together to form a council that aims to develop best practice around launch marketing. The Launch Marketing Council, LMC, is an initiative by global independent launch agency 5x5 and will meet twice a year to share experiences around various launch marketing topics. The panel is B. Its guest post, Amnet MD Indy Cabra, pictured above, shares his top takeouts from Programmatic Week, a week dedicated to educating dense Aegis network staff on the very latest innovation and changes to the industry. The speed of technological disruption is accelerating. Keeping on top of the latest developments is challenging. Even, one need only try and order a Zinger burger at McDonald's for those seeking a disconnected experience. Women's sportswear supplier in shock move to Cosmo Mag. Hang on, no, that's Jane B. He's a mover and a shaker, that's a real chap, isn't he? As in his business dealings, not his Nutbush City Limiting. B. Yells hired Helen Harris as its first general manager, and so it would appear they're no longer keeping it on the quiet. There were shocks aplenty in this morning's radio ratings. Even more, after B. Oh, Woman's Day again, accused of making stuff up. Is that a conga line? B. Admittedly, this story comes with some backflipping, but thankfully no ribbon twirling or pommel horse, for that matter. Sam Butcher set to put the meat amongst the vegetables as Think HQ's melt in the mouth new strategist. New study says Apple products have become a status symbol, replacing the Dyson vacuum. This headline infers Toby Eldred has been elevated. However, it would be far more interesting if it read, levitated. Take your Facebook. Stephen Dean gets Viziem promotion although insists he has no plans to get 22-inch rims on his car to celebrate. Although, 6 business losses would get us a lot more reads. Got a big social following you don't know what to do with? Well, this reads akin to feeding them loaves. Do you have the propensity to have a monster spew on long car journeys? Put down that bucket. Expenditure on programmatic advertising campaigns targeting Australian travel audiences grew by a massive 140% year-on-year in 2017, according to new analysis by IOTA. IOTA's new ION Travel report details consumer insights and trends for travel, as well as overall audience data expenditure growth. The report shows that advertisers have evolved. This ad veers ever so close to being a bit nauseating. In fact, it probably crosses that line. Technology. One day it's putting men on the moon, the next it gets you subpoenaed to front a congressional hearing. B. Have you long suspected that cats are Lucifer's own foot soldiers here on Earth? This neither proves or disproves it. When it comes to the latest manure and composting news, the Better Homes site remains B. Students called on to own the unknown in new campaign, which, admittedly, is stronger than reclaim the sausage. Government set to launch ABC-SBS review with an apparent focus on anyone with a penchant for woven baskets or sandals. Planning a multi-million jewel heist and subsequent getaway. Well, news has a new offering just for you. This could be the most important thing you read on B.